KSI situation, and I'm gonna be real. I feel like this is a big fucking grift, like a big, huge grift, because all he's been talking about is, oh, I've left the Sidemen. It's been getting mad. I'm depressed. I don't like it. I've been leaving. What am I gonna do? So we got this from their Suckdo, since we're gonna go ahead and pull this up.
My favorite topic, covering a black man's mental state.
Indeed. All right, so hold on. KSI says therapy has helped him cope after a tough few weeks following his departure from the Sidemen. The YouTuber said viewers often forget there's a person behind the camera. We understand there's a person behind the camera, but come on, man. Like, you've been milking this over and over and over every single day. You've been talking about, I'm depressed. I left the script. I feel bad for me. You chose to leave the group, dude. If this is real and you're not fucking grifting and you're not trying to make money off of this, and this is like genuine, which Denji exposed that it was because he kept fucking laughing, then why the fuck do you keep crying and trying to milk it? Just fucking leave and shut the fuck up about it. Cope about it behind the scenes. No one truly cares if you leave a group or not. You've been in assignment for like 15, 16 years. Okay, so what? Your guys' group is dead anyways, with or without you. No one really talks about y'all. You just want to get y'all back in the news, so you keep on doing this whole dramatic fucking thing.
I'll tell you this, guys, right? First of all, there should be a space between between the therapy, between the and rapey, because KSI says the rapey has helped him cope. Yeah, well, of course it is. You're a black guy. Isn't that how you let off steam? You just find the nearest piece of white meat and just rape them?
Oh my god.
That's what they do.
That's terrible.
That
It's terrible. I know it's terrible, Taran, right? I agree it's terrible. But it's also true. These people do that. As I said 30 years ago, right? I don't want my kids living in a racial jungle. I don't. Right? Joe Biden actually said that. It's goddamn incredible.
And KSI does play into the stereotypes, but it's like...
He does. He does. Like a picture tells 1,000 words, folks. I mean, just look at him, right? Press on his picture. Let's get a good look of KSI. You're the gayest guy. I forgot the rest of the song. Everybody in your crew is gay and bi. There we go. He looks depressed. He looks sad. Right? Of course, the bandana is to hide his massive forehead. I get that. I also have a massive forehead. And his hair looks like sewing material. You know that material you use to sew clothes? Like you've got a hole in your shirt and you use black material to sew it up again. That's what it looks like. You're a walking comedian. And I get that. That resonates with people, right? I try my best to be funny, but I don't have the luxury of being a black man. So it's much harder to be funny, right? Because you can't really be funny and get away with it in this day and age.
Nope, especially if you're white.
Yeah. Even Jews can't be funny. Remember? Rucka Rucka Ali is technically a Jewish rapper.
I mean, Randy Fine could be quote unquote funny, and he still could be in Congress. He could wish death on innocent Palestinians, and he could still be in Congress.
Of course. Of course.
He could still be funny and say whatever he wants and still be in Congress. So technically, you're kind of wrong on that, because there's Randy Fine, there's so many other dipshit congressmen that be quote unquote funny in their logic and use that and get away with it because it's just a joke, man. It's just a joke.
We're gonna understand, folks, that KSI as a creator has been there and done it for years. He knows how to make things into a topic of the day. And you could make the argument, as one of the commenters on X states, that these types of creators are the ultimate grifters. Personally, I've never liked the term grifter because it's inaccurate, right? Because grifter means low-level swindler, right? Low-level con man, right? Specifically, the low-level part of it, right? Someone like KSI isn't doing low-level anything apart from cocaine. He's doing low levels of cocaine, right? He's not a grifter. He's a hustler, right? Remember Andrew Tate, which we'll talk about later, and his Hustler University, folks? Hustler just means grifter, but on a bigger level, right? If Andrew Tate did Grifter University, everyone would have had a massive problem with that, right? People don't care about accuracy in this day and age. They care about labels, labeling people. You're a grifter. Well, you're calling me a low-level con man. Yes. Do you actually know what a grifter means? No, because I'm an American and I eat my own body weight every day.
That's the thing. That's just what's problem. Well, that's the issue with people with the days and ages. People like to use the wrong terms. Even I kind of play into it a little bit because you see all these people come up with these terms and then you use them and then you realize, wait a minute, these terms don't even make sense. These terms don't even fit into what we're roasting and what I think it means. Because there's so many words that I thought it meant that, but then learning later on, it means something else. Like
the zeitgeist is so lazy that instead of calling them socialists or communists, the term leftist was created because people were not even mentally capable enough to call a socialist a socialist. We know they're left wing. We know they believe in an ist or an ism. Let's call them leftists. Why? Because we're appealing to the lowest common denominator, and we're also known as the Daily Wire. That's where the term leftist came from, folks. It came from Ben Shapiro's fork-tongued mouth. Because they don't want you calling communists communists, because if you look at the origins of Marxism, communism, and socialism, you will find Ben Shapiro's people at the top of the shit list.
Mm-hmm. And that's why they create these different terms, rightist, leftist, all of that, because they want to they don't want you to call it what it is, and they also want you to lump in all these different groups because they want to lump in all Democrats as communists, so they call them leftists instead of what they actually are, because they're trying to lump in all these different groups.
For goodness sake, all a Zionist is, folks, is a Jewish nationalist. That's all it means, right? But
it's just a term they try to separate from, because they want to pretend that there's something else, that they're not Jewish supremacists. But however, Zionism to me literally means Jewish supremacist. Because that's what Zionism is. It's just another term for Jewish supremacists.
Just like, American nationalism is American supremacy. To relate this to the KSI topic, this is a man, just like ISO Speed, as another example, is a man that's willing to do whatever it takes within his own boundaries to make a name for himself. It's as simple as that. You look at Mr. Beast as another example, a creator who supposedly has 500 million YouTube subscribers. It's bollocks. It's bollocks because there's only a few billion people who have access to the internet. YouTube itself has about what? 1.5 billion active users? Maybe a bit more. You're telling me 1 in 3 people with YouTube accounts are subscribed to Mr. Beast? Bullshit. And I'm sure the same is true of a lot of prominent creators and a lot of prominent businesses that also have creative outlets. Lots of their support base, for all we know, could be bots.
That's the same with in fact, later on, it's like Andrew Tate does get exposed for having like 3,000 bot accounts. So it's like these creators, all they do is fucking bot. So you really think like they're getting like thousands, sometimes million live viewers. No, they're not. It's a lot of them are bots, and I feel like a lot of bots are sub to Mr. Beast. In fact, remember when T-Series got exposed for all the Indian bots when they tried to basically compete with PewDiePie? They just kept on botting the shit.
Yep, I remember that.
Which so
I also remember when KSI went toe to toe with Rucker Ali and managed to surpass him through nefarious means, using his racial shield.
Yep, that's what they do. So we're going to go ahead, read this article, and get into it more. So, KSI has spoken openly about the toll the weeks since his Sidemen exit have taken on him, telling fans online that things have been tough and that therapy has been helping him cope. KSI announced he was leaving the Sidemen on May 31st, signing burnout from trying to balance Sidemen shoots with his music career, TV commitments, prime drink, and family life. Well, at the end of the day, it's like that's what you put yourself into. I don't know why you're trying to say, feel bad for me. Feel bad for me. Like, you're not losing any money by leaving the Sidemen at all. He's not. Like him saying, I'm losing money. That's all bullshit. You literally make enough money from your music career, TV commitments, and all that. And not only that, but he says that he's left the Sidemen, but it got exposed that he literally came to the United States right after announcing he left. He literally went to the United States with the Sidemen to attend a FIFA tournament. It's like, why are you still attending FIFA tournaments and business with them if you left the Sidemen? Doesn't make sense, right? It really doesn't make sense.
It's not just any FIFA tournament, folks. It's the World Cup, which is based in the United States, the Dominion of Canada, and for some reason Mexico.
Why are they going to the world? Why is KSI going to the World Cup with these people if he's left the Sidemen? It doesn't really make sense to me. That's why I think he's grifted, because it's like you're still going to the World Cup, you're still shooting content, you're still hanging with them. You might as well just say you're Sidemen adjacent, because there's no way like you're still friends with them, you still work with them behind the scenes. You're just making this big, huge, dramatic fucking stunt to get eyeballs to watch your content. That's all it is to just bring eyeballs back to you because that's the thing. No one's talking about the Sidemen. You guys are not in the news anymore. No one gives a fuck about you guys anymore. So in order to get you guys back in the news, you're like, you know what? Let's pretend KSI is leaving, or let's pretend KSI is having a mental breakdown, and let's trick all of our fans into thinking that he's mentally depressed like they did dozens of times. In reality, he's probably, once the camera turns off, he's probably like, yeah, go for it, buddy. We're at the news. Hey, Simon. Hey, Bazinga. Hey, Harry. We're at the news. Yay! Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here. We know it's a fucking grift, and I'm still calling this shit out. It's a fucking grift. You guys are grifting. You guys are lying. KSI's not left. It's just some fucking dishonest grift so he can fucking trick y'all. And that's the thing. He plays into the stereotype, so he's going to play into the stereotype and grift and pretend he's mentally depressed so he can trick all of you guys to feel bad for him.
Well, in all fairness, the black man stereotype of depression is, I'm going to murder a white boy. I mean, come on, guys. I'm depressed. Let's go kill Whitey.
Was KSI just going to go kill his friend Simon because, yo, Whitey, hey, Bazinga. He's just going to go. Because literally all the other Sidemen besides Toby are all Whitey. So imagine KSI just beats them and like behind the scenes, just like, Whitey, you fucking Whiteys. Wait, not only that, but doesn't he still live in this? Doesn't he? He's never said that he's moving out of the Sidemen house. In fact, the Sidemen house is in his name. So it's like, that's why I don't believe this shit. Because it's like, you haven't discussed any of the business shit. You haven't discussed the house is going to be your name or any of that. That's why I don't believe this shit. If I'm being honest, it's been a tough few weeks mentally. I haven't been the best, but I've had a lot of good people around me, he wrote. People forget I am human. No, we don't. I always put on a brave face and put my KSI mask on, but I am a person behind the camera, and people online have just been ruthless. It will pass. Therapy helped quite a bit.
Let's stop right there, Triton. A few things. Number one, when you're saying if I'm being honest, that means you're usually a liar. Of course, mentally you haven't been the best. You're a famous, wealthy black man. That is literally the worst mental state imaginable. People forget I am human. Really? Really? What are you? Oh wait, you're black. Check out Disclosure Day. It's the most boring film ever. I always put on a brave face. No, that's just you're black. You're black.
I want to read it like Fritango. Hang on, man. If I'm being honest, man, it's been a tough few weeks. Man, mentally I haven't been the best, but I have a lot of good people around me. Man, people forget I'm human. Man, I always put on a brave face and put my Chaos Eye mask on. Man, but I'm a person behind the camera, and people online have just been, man.
Does he seriously do that?
No.
Well, Fratanga does that to make fun of other people. It's like an oppression.
Usually whenever
he usually does that. So yeah, he usually does it to like black.
You don't want to hear my example. My example would be very racist.
Your example will get us taken down. So
I would like to put. I would also like to put out there, folks. Right. I always put on a brave face and put my KSI mask on. That is the last thing you should be saying in public. That would be like Hillary Clinton saying, well, people forget I am human. I always put on a brave face and put my Hillary Clinton mask on. It's like enough people.
Just so I haven't been eating babies.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, and Torrin is right. A lot of people already think politicians are lizards, right? And the same is probably true of creators, too. I think half the creators out there are vampires secretly. But you don't want to say shit like this. Because if you're going to tell people, I'm putting my KSI mask on, I'm really JJ Olatanuji. Fucking hell, what a puzzle word of a name, right? You say, I'm putting my KSI mask on. So it's not really you. You're playing a character. You know who plays characters? Actors. And what are actors paid to do? Lie.
I'm never going to beat the racism allegations because Mad Black Atheist is going to react to this. And it's going to be like, I told you these guys are racist. I told you they come at me because of my color.
Look. No, I've said this before. I'll say it again. Nothing entertains me more than the concept of a black intellectual, because an intelligent black man has the same IQ score as a normal white man. Right? The average black person is mentally retarded to such an extent.
Oh my gosh!
That when schools were desegregated, the IQ limit for retardation had to go down from 85 to 70. You do realize that the United States Armed Forces considers people with an IQ of under 83, 82 or 83, one of those, to be functionally useless to them. And the Army's always desperate for people, right? And I want to make this quite clear, right here, right now. The stupidest thing you could do as a creator is tell people, I always put on a brave face, I'm putting my mask on. That is some of the most disingenuous shit out there. I have to be Digny because I can't be myself on YouTube, right? Say hello to Biden Digny, right? And Biden's just as much of a racist as Digny is, so you shouldn't have a problem with that. I don't want my kids living in a racial jungle. Remember that? If you voted for Joe Biden, then you voted for a man during his political career who said he didn't want his kids, including the crack addict and possible vice presidential candidate, living in a racial jungle. So if you have a problem with that, black atheist intellectual, I don't know which is funnier, you being black, you being an atheist, or you being an intellectual, then come at me, Digny, host and founder of the network and you know what the network is, folks? It's a giant white N on a big black background.
Well, you do have a border hopper.
Right. And I just want to make this clear. The reason why it's like that is because whites are on the front of the bus and blacks are on the back.
What about the border hopper?
The what?
The border hopper, Jace.
Mexicans are Europeans. This is a thing a lot of Americans don't seem to understand.
Okay, just a bit. Jace works for free for you, so that's why you have him.
Right. Let me tell you,
he's the only one. Unlike a lot of the whites, he's the only one that's willing to give you free labor. Just admit it.
Let me tell you this, guys, right here, right now, right? To all you Americans out there, Mexicans and Latin Americans all come from Spain and Portugal, right? Most actual Americans come from Britain, France, Germany, a few other countries in Europe.
Aren't they mixed with indigenous people, though?
Yeah, because the Spanish and the Portuguese love raping. Who didn't back then? But the point is, right? Yes, instead of genociding their native population, Darren, they mated with them, right? But they're still more European than a fucking African, sub-Saharan African, right? So a Mexican is less foreign to America than an African American. Why? Because they're African. All Americans are derived from European origin, not African origin. You're the Jew. You're the ancestor.
European.
What? What?
He said
European.
That's what I just said. Are you drunk again?
He's making a piss joke.
Oh, great. Well, why don't you pee in JJ Otalanunji, which sounds like a Japanese toilet? All right? I just want to make it clear. The only reason creators say these things, people forget I am human. Well, you're a human? You're a celebrity. Celebrities don't get human rights. In fact, most normal people think celebrities are monsters.
In fact, a lot of celebrities sell out the morality and don't become human. In fact, the Epstein files don't talk about celebrities turning into fucking reptiles.
Yeah, no, you say, oh, if I'm being honest, that means you're a liar. People forget I am human, right? You're a celebrity. Celebrities aren't human. They're not. I don't care if they're white, black, right? When you get that level of fame and fortune, you're not a human being anymore. Human beings have a right to privacy. No prominent person has a right to privacy in this day and age, gentlemen. That's why most high-ranking people, most high-profile people go fucking nuts. Because human beings are not meant to be subjected to the law of public opinion 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for things they have said currently, in the past, or in the future. That is an unsustainable existence. No wonder Britney Spears is dancing with fucking knives.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, is just, you want to say, oh, no, it's like, bro, just because people call you out for lying and making this into like a big, and I know Digby doesn't like this word, but making this into a big, huge grift scam, whatever you want to call it, right? It means the same thing. Whatever you want to call it, scam, whatever, it's like people are just calling you out. No one's saying you're not human. It's just something you're just trying to make to guilt trip people. You're trying to basically guilt trip criticism. So Sidemen's told me, which, by the way, for the last 2 weeks, all the Sidemen have been making multiple statements. Harry's made like 3-4 different statements. Same as Bazinga, same as Simon, same as all these people. They just keep making statements like, just let him go. Stop fucking talking about something like, man, he left the Sidemen, but I will still be his bitches. We'll still be his good lapdogs. According to the Mirror of Friends of KSI claimed he informed the group of his plans to leave as far back as April and that a newspaper leak during Soccer Aid forced him to release his exit video earlier than planned. A proposed compromise of reducing his periods to once every 2 weeks was reported to shut down, leading to what sources described as a torrent of furious messages from certain members. New details of the KSI Sidemen, a friend of KSI claims the Sidemen knew about his decision a month before events. He was frozen out before leaving. He had to stay in a different hotel from the boys at one event. No farewell video. No farewell video was ever proposed. It raises questions for whether the group was protecting the Sidemen brand over a friend more than a decade. Blah, 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 blah. Fake drama. We get it. We get it. We get it. Friends also alleged he was largely frozen out in the weeks before his exit, including being put in a separate hotel during a Paris trip. During the live stream, Sidemen told me came to his former Sidemen's defense, urging fans to accept the situation and making it clear there's no bad blood between the group. Toby explained that nobody's on bad terms with KSI and urges fans to accept the situation. It's been difficult for all of us, including him. I know he's struggling, and I've been speaking to him and checking in on him. So yeah, he's still been sucking his dick behind the scenes.
I feel like I waffled a lot. My point
y'all can hear this, right?
is we're not bullshitting.
All right, cool. All right, y'all ready to get into the clip?
Sure.
All right. Welcome back, Torin.
Yeah, my mic decided to pull its shit. We're disconnected again.
I feel like I waffled a lot. My point is, we're not bullshitting you. This ain't a prank. This ain't a thing where we're gonna turn around and go, I got you, or we're gonna start dropping diss tracks, bro. I'm 33, I can't be doing diss tracks. Although I did have this thought the other day, like rappers be a full-grown age and be dissing each other. So are you ever too old for a diss track, really? I shouldn't say that because now you're gonna think I'm talking diss tracks, but we're not doing. Basically, I'm saying
if y'all come out with diss tracks after this, it's gonna make him look so bad. He's like, oh, we're not gonna come out with diss tracks. But yet again, a fake diss track beef, it would be a really good idea. It's like, this does not help your case at all.
Can you guys understand this motherfucker?
No, he's fucking mum. I mean, I could understand him because I can understand retardation. You know what I mean?
It looks better. It looks better in 144 pixels.
But still, yeah, this is a shitty fucking stream quality. He has shitty. See, how are you a millionaire and you have shittier quality than me, bro?
No, it's X.
Yeah, but it's from Toby's stream. This was from his stream.
Yes,
yeah, X compresses the video quality.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see.
Severely because it's black.
Track thing is not a joke. It's not a joke. Like, he's made his decision. It's been difficult for all of us, including him. I know he's struggling, and I've been speaking to him.
The big nose just proves you're fucking liar. Look at the big Jewish nose. See, the black people have that.
No. The Jew nose is long, black nose is wide. Okay.
Jew nose also has a curve to it.
It's still big as fuck. It's still way too noticeable for me.
That's an African man nose.
Look,
an African Jewish nose. Let's be real. Let's be real. This guy's fucking selling us bullcrap. Load of bullshit.
Sorry, Triton. I know blacks who lift more than you weigh, right? And they have many flaws, right? Short temper. They love beating their wives until they're black. But there's one thing you can't deny. A black man, especially, is their nose and their physical prowess. That's what they're good for. That's why we ship them across a fucking ocean.
What the fuck?
Let me just get Jewish dignity out here real quick. Okay, it's more appropriate.
As of the other boys where they can. But what we all need right now, and I'm saying all of us, all 6 of the Sidemen that remain, and JJ on his side, what we all need is for you to, I guess, accept the situation for what it is, and for us to
No one really cares. Y'all just need to shut the fuck up about it. Stop having mental breakdowns about it. Your former leader is saying he's fucking depressed and trying to mentally guilt trip us, trying to get say that critics don't know what they're talking about, all this and that. It's like, come on. Like, come on, man. You can't sit there and say it's us when it's you guys the one that keeps milking this. You guys keep making these statements, these videos. You keep overhyping it. Like, come on. You have the balls to really say that it's us overreacting when it's your fucking guy, your friend KSI, the one that keeps on crying about it, the one that says he needs therapy over this and trying to mentally guilt trip everybody over it. Yeah, you're going to say it's us overreacting? Bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit.
Fun fact. The aesthetic of this video is all N-word coded, right?
Oh my
black hoodie or black shirt with black hat, black cap, black microphone, black headphones, black sofa. What is the lighting? Kool-Aid purple, right? KFC white. And sports ball blue. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is N-word coated and coded, right? Take it from a Jew. Now read your script, boy. Read your script, boy.
Because right now it feels like the world's been on pause. And it's been, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been a massive mental load on myself, on all the boys, on JJ. Like it's been.
Why? Because you can't live without him. You can't live without him basically running the group. You can't live without him being the leader. See, let's be real. The Sidemen, nobody would know you if it wasn't for KSI. It's just a fact. Nobody would know these motherfuckers if it wasn't for KSI. They're all KSI's dick riders. In fact, people are so confused because the Sidemen's literally his fucking group. It's like me saying, hey guys, I'm leaving the Raven cast. I'm done with the Raven cast. I can't take it anymore. I'm heading to show off. It's like, no one's going to watch because they watch for me, just like the Sidemen. No one's going to watch for them anymore. They only watch for KSI. Now that KSI is not going to be there, the Sidemen's going to fucking die. Nobody's going to, die metaphorically, not literally. They're going to die off. Nobody's going to give a fuck about them. And in 10 years, nobody would know who the fuck the Sidemen is. Toby, nobody's going to know you in 10 years. Harry, nobody's going to know you in 10 years. Bazinga, Deji, all of you motherfuckers, nobody's going to know you within 10, 20 years. Randolph?
It sounds so trivial in the grand scheme of things. Like, life is happening. But it's taken its toll on all of us. So what we...
Torrin, I need the man bit. Man, life's just taking a toll on us. Man, I can't handle without my jizz master. Man, I won't get to suck KSI's dick every week.
Man!
We'd really love is to just draw a line underneath it.
Man, we need to draw a line underneath it, man.
And you lot to understand that we're not on bad terms and it's not...
Man, we're not on bad terms. KSI fans remain. Stay here, man.
Is this a Sunday show or Friday show? Because it's getting pretty gay in here with all these voices.
Man, it's not that gay. It's actually funny. Not only that, but we're literally mimicking them. That's what they fucking sound like. You can't blame us. Blame him. Blame him for being gay. If he wasn't acting like such a little bitch boy right now, we wouldn't be able to make these voices mocking him. So you gotta blame him for that. If it's turning to a Friday show, Toby's making it turn to a Friday show.
Well, there is a reason we don't have any blacks on the network.
I mean, I could get a few if you want.
No.
And that led to this. No, JJ made a decision that he felt was right for him at this moment in his life and where he wants to go. And we get it. And we're going to carry on.
We're going to carry on. No, you're not. No one's going to know you within 10 fucking years, you fucking dumb fucking lying sack of shit. These people like to fucking lie. They like to keep... See, they did the same thing. KSI was like, oh, I'm removing myself from the mask. They did the same bullshit in 2017. And they think they're going to fool us. You cannot fucking fool us. You just cannot. So I'm going to have the gameplay up while we get final perspectives on the Sidemen thing. And we'll draw from the list. Torin, what's your final perspective on KSI and the Sidemen continuing this fucking scam that KSI is leaving the Sidemen? Do you believe he's truly left the Sidemen?
No.
You think it's just a fucking scam?
Probably.
All right. What about you, Digny?
Riveting answers from Torin. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I personally think that this topic is a symptom of a wider problem where you can just make a mountain out of a molehill, get yourself in the limelight if you're a prominent creator, and just take control of the conversation when you want to, right? Prominent creators see what up-and-comers are doing, and at best, they make it their own to capitalize on it. At worst, they try to crush up-and-coming creators for doing controversial things, and then in a few months or a few years, they end up doing them themselves when that creator is out of the picture. In KSI's case, in the Sidemen's case, they're trying to build this controversy up where there's an apparent division within their ranks. You could argue that they've done this before and now they're doing it again because it worked before. Why not work again? Quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, KSI has gotten what he wanted. What did KSI want? He wanted to be part of the entertainment establishment and he wanted to be part of the dying mainstream media. So he could capitalize off of it, so he could make a name for himself, fame, fortune, all that kind of stuff, right? He's trying to advance himself by leaving his former group, and once he has advanced himself enough, then he'll welcome his underlings into that same ecosystem. It's as simple as that. Doesn't matter if this is genuine or not. That's the biggest advantage and disadvantage with content creation. I could just be a liar. I could just lie about everything and everyone, right? As long as no one can prove it, I can keep on going, keep on growing. What are your sources, Digny? My sources at Lucasfilm tell me Kathleen Kennedy will be fired tomorrow. I literally know a prominent creator who did that for years. And people lapped it up. Because people...
Yeah,
like
I think I remember that guy.
Yeah, people don't want the truth.
They don't.
They want to be told what they want to hear. It's as simple as that.
Exactly.
Right?
Why do you think people like to make up hit pieces on me? Because they don't like that I tell the truth. They don't want to hear it, so they try to make up these hit pieces and lies and slander. Try to say that I defend doxers and all that when I never done such a thing, and I never have defend doxing and pedophile and all that. They like to just throw around all these different labels that are not true because they don't like that I tell the truth about them. And that's what it is they hate the truth, and that's why the people be hit pieces.
I believe it was that one verminous scum from Captain Planet that said people don't want facts. They just want someone to blame.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. They like to blame me because I like to just tell the truth and reality. So they blame me. Jace, like a lot of people in the network get blamed for a lot of different shit because we like to tell the truth. We're like one of the most truthful networks ever. We tell it how it is. We don't care what people think of us. We don't care if people come after us. Like we tell it how it is, and we defend our stances, and we do
what we do. Whether or not it's convenient. Convenience is irrelevant, folks. Right? I've learned that. Right? If it's a problem when I do it, then it's a problem when Triton does it. Right? pointing out the truth is all well and good, right? But we have to understand it's a battle of narratives. Okay? Some of the most prominent creators are liars, right? Chief among them is Mr. Beast.
He's like the biggest fucking lying scammer, but yet people in my real life say like, "Oh, he's the best." He donates. It's like, you really think he just donates millions and millions of dollars to all these things? Like he said, no, it's all fucking act. You really?
Oh,
think
I
he
imagine
really
he does, but
about...
he's getting something out of it. That's
yeah,
he runs.
If it is real, like that's the thing. If it is truly real, then what Torrance said is also true too. Because guess what? Even if it is real, he's doing it to get something out of it and to get more for himself.
Namely, a tax write-off.
Mm-hmm.
Do
you really think Mr. Beast is going to do it off camera? Do you really think Mr. Beast off camera is going to random homeless people on the street and donating millions and making them millionaires overnight? No, he's not.
Look, for all we know, as soon as the camera turns off, Mr. Beast is eating a child or a lizard. Okay? Right.
Or he's becoming a lizard himself, because let's be real. The Epstein files exposed that people actually do turn into lizards, and it's not just a conspiracy theory. It's documented in FBI investigations that was happening. These
people, folks, quite simply, Mr. Beast managed to get away with running social experiments as a game show. The reason it was panned was that the mainstream entertainment media don't want social experiments as game shows to go mainstream. They don't. They don't want Squid Game to be a real thing because it makes their entire medium look bad. Right? Because Squid Game is a satire on the entertainment medium. It's not meant to be taken seriously. You look at KSI, this is a guy who started off as a FIFA streamer, to my knowledge anyway. He may have done stuff before that. And he made a name for himself by being entertaining and informative in an era when people were craving new media. Well, they're not craving it anymore because the new media is just like the old media. The only difference is that there are more alternatives in the newer media than the older media. And those new alternatives that do pop up, they're not allowed to foster and grow anymore. They're crushed or sent into exile or just wiped out lest they rise again. Right? I'll give you a great example of that. Charlie Kirk. They shot him in the fucking neck lest he rise again. Only one man managed to do that. His name was Jesus. But on that note, folks, best of luck to KSI. You're going to need it. Best of luck with your soccer and your rap. And hopefully you get a nice white wife who you will beat until she is black. Like most of your people do. Well, that's why black men beat white women, to make them into black women. It's a known fact.
Anyways, Jim, what about you? What is your final perspective?
Okay, I've been waiting for this. Let me channel my inner black guy. Okay. All right, but I'll keep it sterile. Okay.
Just keep it TOS friendly, please.
Shit, man. I'll be going to the club, man. These motherfuckers can't get out my dick so much that they can go to the fucking ass shit, man. Man, dude, those motherfuckers be all over my jammy. Man, that media needs to get out of my fucking face.
Give it in the do a voice like that, but make it relate to the topic.
Shit, they're just jealous. They're just jealous of my swagger.
Shit.
My dick.
They're just all over on my dick, motherfucker.
My response is my brain so smart. I can say my, not ma.
I would say the NA or the NR, but unfortunately.